Hey folks, welcome back. We're here on a foggy morning on the Rappahannock River in Virginia. I was hoping that the sun would be out right now warming all the shallows. That was my original plan of attack, was to start at the shallows. The water has come up to 51 degrees, but we got all this fog that I wasn't expecting. So right now I'm just kind of troll along the channel edge, see if I see any fish. And I'm also going to check the shallow water. So most of the first part of my morning, I believe, is going to be trying to find where these fish actually are right now. Hopefully this fog will burn off. It's supposed to be a sunny day, and it's mid-morning. It's about 9 o'clock right now, so this fog should start to lift here pretty soon. But right now I'm just going to putt around here and try to find some fish. Alright folks, so as you probably just saw, I pulled up in about 20 feet of water. I've got a real shallow flat over here, and then it's a deep channel over here, and there's a lot of fish stacked up on the fish finder right here. So I'm gonna give this a shot. Here's a little cold weather tip for you here, folks. Cold weather, cold water. Put on a glove when you're handling your bait so you don't have to dip your hand in the cold water. Helps out a lot, folks. So I got some cut eel, I got some cut shad. I will put eel on the green rods and shad on the black rods. So I'll get these out here. We're gonna see if we can get us a big one today, folks. Okay, we got one on this one. We had almost had a double there for a second, folks. That green one didn't hook up, but this black one did. Let's see what we got here. I don't think it's very big. Nah, got some little head shakes. This one's on the shad. Yep, there he is. Little guy. This is the fish, folks. First fish of the day. Some action. I was hoping some of those big looking fish that I was seeing on the fish finder would be active right now. They might be. Might just not have caught one yet. This one tore my shad all up. Hooked himself real good too. I'm gonna have to get the pliers out on that one. Something keeps slamming that one and not hooking up. Let's get this guy off the hook. This one has really done a number. He won't open his mouth. You don't want to let go of that bait. Must have been hungry, buddy. He got it just lodged down in his throat. I'm trying to help you out here, fish. He don't want to be helped. There we go. I'm not going to try to pry that bait out of his mouth. He can have it. There's the first fish of the day. Alright, we're hooked up right here. There we go. Fish number 2 on the eel. He either came off or he's swimming right at me. Got another little one. Yeah. Little eater. That's a boat flipper. What you got yourself into there. There he is. Get on out of here. Left me my eel. Nice fish. Not nice as in big, but nice as in manners. Alright, I think we're hooked up here. Yep. Might be another little one. If anything, the little guys are active, which is action, but we're looking for the big ones. And we may yet get one today. There goes a big log about to get caught up in that other line. There's a lot of logs going down the river today. Let's see here. Yeah. Another little one. All right. That ain't what we're after, folks, but it is a catfish. Look, he's hooked himself on the side of the head. There he goes. Get on out of here. These little fish. Not what we're after, but they're here. Something might have a hold of this one. Yeah. Alright. Another fish. Let's see. I believe it's more of the same, folks. We're getting action at least, but I think it's probably all small fish active right here. I might have to move. Try to do some scouting. Yeah. Another little guy. Tearing these up. I could have a fish fry if I wanted to, but it's getting a little cold for that. Not quite the season anymore. Yeah. Left me my eel. The thing about eels, you can use the same piece all day. Those fish will never get it off. Fish has some mud on his sides. That's probably where the big ones are, down in the mud. Sorry about that, I didn't have my microphone. Yeah, we got something on here. Yeah. More of the same, folks. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move. Nothing here but dinks. I mean, we're getting action, but this ain't what we're after. Woo! Alright, so I'm just scooting up the side of this series of cliffs and holes here. I'm just gonna look at each hole. If there's nothing there, then I'll probably come into this little cove pocket over here and see if there's anything there. Alright. Hooked up again. Feels like yet another dink. If anything, folks, it'll be a dink fest. You know, at least we're catching fish. That's all that matters, but you know, there's some monster fish in this river. You're not always going to catch them, but hoping today I will. At least one big one. Weed through all these dinks. Alright. There's another one, folks. Get him out of here. Well, this one just went dead slack. I bet there's a fish on it. Yeah, there is. folks, I moved and then the water got too rough where I was. So now the tide's turning and the wind's picked up and I'm having a heck of a time trying to keep my boat where I want it. And all we've done is catch another dink. It's the story of the day, folks. These days will drive you nuts. But we're still catching fish. I'm gonna give it a little bit longer. Hopefully the tide will turn itself around and get situated the right way. But I'm just kind of holding on to hope that I can pull it together today. Alright folks, so as you can see, boat's on the trailer. Couldn't get it together today. This wind just actually got worse. It was supposed to get better. It wasn't actually supposed to be much wind at all today, but as you can see, it's pretty ripping out here. So I couldn't get my boat to stay straight, do what I wanted it to do. It's all just flailing back and forth, and it's a little too choppy out there for me to double anchor and feel safe doing it. So I'm just gonna put it on the trailer, take it home. We did get a lot of fish today, but they were all small ones. Didn't get that big one we were after. But we're gonna try again next weekend, folks, so we'll see you there. Thanks for watching.